Welcome back to RX Rasha Pharma Basics. I am Dr. Rasha, and today we are talking about one of the most exciting drug approvals of 2026. Orforglipron, brand name Foundayo, the first oral GLP-1 pill that you can take any time of day with no food or water restrictions. This is a game changer, and your patients are already asking about it. Let me walk you through everything you need to know. Foundayo was approved by the FDA on April 1st, 2026, made by Eli Lilly. It is indicated for adults with obesity or adults who are overweight with at least one weight-related condition, such as hypertension, high cholesterol, sleep apnea, or cardiovascular disease. Now, what makes Orforglipron different from every other GLP-1 we have seen before? Two words: small molecule. Most GLP-1 medications are peptide-based. That means they are large protein-like structures that get broken down by stomach acid and digestive enzymes when you take them by mouth. This is why injectable semaglutide, which is Ozempic and Wegovy, works so well as an injection, but is very difficult to absorb as a pill. The oral version of semaglutide, called Rybelsus, has only about 1% bioavailability when taken orally. And that is why it requires strict fasting for 30 minutes before taking it, with a maximum of 4 ounces of water. Any food or extra water destroys absorption. Orforglipron is completely different. It is a synthetic small molecule, not a peptide. It is chemically stable against stomach acid and digestive enzymes. It absorbs well, regardless of whether you eat or not, and regardless of when you take it. This is a real clinical advantage. So how does it work? Orforglipron is a GLP-1 receptor agonist. It binds and activates GLP-1 receptors in the pancreas, the gut, and the brain. In the pancreas, it stimulates glucose-dependent insulin secretion, meaning it releases insulin when blood sugar is high, but not when it is normal, which keeps hypoglycemia risk low. It also suppresses glucagon, which reduces how much glucose the liver releases. In the brain, it acts on appetite centers in the hypothalamus to reduce hunger and food cravings. And in the gut, it slows gastric emptying, which prolongs the feeling of fullness after meals. The result is less hunger, better blood sugar control, and meaningful weight loss. Now let us talk about the clinical trial results. The Phase 3 program was called ATTAIN. There were 2 trials. ATTAIN 1 enrolled over 3,000 adults with obesity or overweight without diabetes. ATTAIN 2 enrolled over 1,600 adults with obesity or overweight and type 2 diabetes. Both trials ran for 72 weeks. In ATTAIN 1, patients on the highest dose of Orforglipron lost an average of 12.4% of their body weight, which equals about 27 pounds, compared to less than 1% with placebo. Beyond weight loss, the drug also improved systolic blood pressure, triglycerides, LDL cholesterol, and non-HDL cholesterol. In ATTAIN 2, patients with type 2 diabetes saw their A1C drop by 1.3 to 1.8% across doses, which is clinically very meaningful. Eli Lilly is also running the ACHIEVE trials to seek FDA approval for Orforglipron as a type 2 diabetes treatment, so that approval may follow in the near future. Now for dosing. Orforglipron is started at a very low dose and increased slowly over several months to minimize gastrointestinal side effects. You begin at 0.8 milligrams once daily, then step up through 6 dose levels every 4 weeks or more, reaching a maintenance dose of 17.2 milligrams. The trials actually used up to 36 milligrams, so the approved maintenance dose is conservative and well below the maximum tested. Take it once daily, at any time, with or without food, with any amount of water. Consistency of timing helps, but flexibility is the key advantage of this drug. In Part 2, we will cover the side effects, the important safety warnings, how Orforglipron compares head-to-head against Mounjaro and Ozempic, who should and should not use it, and key pharmacist counseling points. Stay with me. This is Dr. Rasha. See you in part 2.